bienvenidos a su programa bilingüe de ACC TV, Ready, Set, Ascender. Estamos aquí en el estudio súper contentas, ya en plena primavera, listas para seguir motivándolos con energía positiva. Y para compartir esa energía positiva, tengo a mi partner in crime, Diana Gorostieta Martínez. Bienvenida.
Hola Ale y hola a todos ustedes. There's so much we want to share with everyone and I feel like there's never enough time.
Nunca.
I feel like Alice in Wonderland.
Con el conejito.
Always chasing time here. But we have two big highlights we want to share with everyone. Celebración and the Thrive Awards. So how about we start with Celebración?
Claro. Bueno, vamos a hablar de nuestra gran celebración que tuvimos más de 350 personas, incluyendo profesores, personal, administradores, amigos y familia. Celebramos a 70 ascendistas que recibieron su estola de zarape, que simboliza la promesa de que van a seguir en el camino a su educación, ya sea que se gradúen de ACC o se transfieren a una universidad de 4 años y reciban su licenciatura o quién sabe hasta su doctorado.
Yes, what an amazing milestone. And while we have the ceremony every year to celebrate our ascenders completing their first year of college, it's always unique.
Claro.
I love that about that.
Yes.
This year, we had the honor of hosting Roy Lozano's Ballet Folclórico, who performed traditional mestizo dances. These dances originated in Mexico and have deep indigenous, Spanish, and African roots.
Exacto. Y empezamos la ceremonia con los bailes de 3 regiones, como lo mencionó Diana, de Veracruz, Nuevo León y Jalisco. Fue una manera tan linda y tan poderosa de celebrar a nuestros estudiantes, ya que cada uno caminó ese escenario uno por uno, siendo reconocidos como Ascender Scholars.
Claro que sí. And to wrap up the event, we enjoyed delicious tacos and aguas frescas from the catering service, Taquitos El Tapatío.
Ay, bien ricos estuvieron.
I'm assuming they were good, right, Ale?
Yes.
And we also enjoyed live music by Los Gatos 512. It was the perfect way to close the ceremony and celebrate everyone's accomplishments.
Y por supuesto, no podremos hacerlo sin la ayuda de nuestros voluntarios, que incluyó empleados y estudiantes de cohorts pasados. Fue como si se cerrara un círculo, porque solamente un año antes estaban ahí pasando el escenario y ahora estaban ayudando y dándolo todo para la comunidad y demostrando lo que significa ser un ascender.
I agree. Bueno, let's talk about our second highlight, Thrive, the Thrive Awards. 3 ascenders were selected to receive this award.
Sí, Diana, tuvimos la suerte de haber podido compartir esos momentos tan especiales con nuestros estudiantes y déjame decirte que la pasamos súper. Fue una noche hermosa, con cena bien rica, música y con la oportunidad de celebrar junto con amigos, familia, mentores y compañeros.
I know, I love seeing everyone just come together, especially the families.
Bien guapos.
Yes, and for those who don't know, the Thrive Gala is a district-wide event that recognizes and celebrates students who inspire their fellow students, faculty, staff, and the community with their stories. This was only the 2nd annual gala, so it's even more exciting to see our ascenders already being honored.
Totalmente de acuerdo contigo, Diana. Mil felicidades a Olga Leal Aguirre, Elodia Escárcega y a Néstor Cruz. Estos 3 estupendos estudiantes fueron reconocidos en esta gala el 30 de abril y junto con otros estudiantes de ACC que también fueron reconocidos por mostrar perseverancia, liderazgo e impacto en sus comunidades. Ellos superaron retos y ayudaron a otros. Esto de verdad demuestra su fortaleza y su espíritu de ayudar. Estamos sumamente orgullosos de ellos en la familia Ascender.
Yes, we're extremely excited. So now let's move on to our news rápido because we have some exciting updates you don't want to miss.
¡Vámonos! Hoy en nuestro News Rápido empezamos con un super anuncio. We're kicking off this so you can go ahead and mark your calendars. Marque su calendario porque Ascender celebra 10 añotes.
Yes, we're celebrating 10 years. Ascender launched in 2015 with one cohort of 15 students at the Riverside campus. I'm proud to say that I was part of the 2016 cohort. So as soon as I graduated from high school, I took advantage of this opportunity. It has been a full circle moment for me to witness how small the program was and how much love and cariño it has received to expand to 5 campuses. And our newest addition, the Round Rock campus.
Bravo to the Round Rock campus. Estamos súper emocionados de celebrar con todos ustedes. Ha sido todo un sueño poder ver cómo el programa ha impactado la vida de tantos estudiantes en en esta década, incluyendo Diana, pero no solo celebramos este logro, también celebramos el Centro ACC's Latin American Cultural Center, situado en el plantel de Riverside, que también festeja 30 años al servicio de nuestra comunidad.
Sí, El Centro is celebrating its 30th anniversary as well. So what better way to celebrate than coming together for one big event? On September 12th, we're inviting everyone. When I say everyone, everyone.
Toditos.
Students, faculty, staff, and alumni to join us at the Highland campus for Juntos We Make History.
Qué bonito título. Y sé que todavía faltan un par de meses para eso, pero porfas, marquen su calendario estudiantes, profesores, empleados y exalumnos, porque el 12 de septiembre estaremos celebrando en grande.
Yes, take this time to save the date. This is your invitation since we can't share all the details just yet. But just know it's going to be a big pachanga you don't want to miss. Plus, it's the perfect way to kick off Hispanic Heritage Month here at ACC. And for more info and to RSVP once it gets closer, check out austincc.edu/HHM.
You got me at pachanga. Y para más detalles, al acercarse la fecha, vayan al enlace que está en la pantalla y marquen su calendario. 12 de septiembre, Highland Campus. Y en otras noticias, ¿están listos para cambiar su experiencia universitaria en ACC con aprendizaje de experiencia? Quizás te estarás preguntando, bueno, ¿y qué es eso? ¿Con qué se come, Diana?
That's a great question. What is experiential learning? Well, it's all about learning beyond the classroom and getting real-world experience while you're still a student here at ACC. That could look like internships, clinicals, apprenticeships, all of those hands-on opportunities that help you build skills, meet people in your field, and maybe even land that dream job after graduation.
Y tienes mucha suerte porque en ACC la oficina de Experiential Learning, también conocida en sus siglas en inglés como OEL, están aquí para ayudar a los estudiantes como tú a que se conecten a esas experiencias.
Yes, they work with over 1,400 companies, organizations, and agencies to help create internship opportunities just for ACC students. They also help your professors design those field experience courses, and they even offer resources to employers to make sure your internship is a positive and professional learning experience.
Y ya sea que estés en una clase de producción de televisión o estés trabajando en tu proyecto final o haciendo horas de práctica para el programa de tu carrera, todo eso es aprendizaje de experiencia en acción.
If you want to learn more and start exploring internship opportunities, visit their website at austincc.edu/experiential learning. Remember, college isn't just about textbooks and tests. It's about experiences that prepare you for what's next.
Otra buena noticia es que en este Spring Break del 2025, estudiantes de ACC, varios, fueron seleccionados para participar en una increíble experiencia de aprendizaje global en Europa, en la Escuela Aarhus de Copenhague, en Dinamarca, del 14 al 23 de marzo. Imagínate, Diana, qué enriquecedora experiencia, y todos los gastos fueron cubiertos por la oficina del jefe, del Chancellor, en coordinación con la Oficina de Programas Internacionales de ACC.
Alan, this is amazing.
Sí.
This fully funded program by ACC's Chancellor and organized by ACC's international programs in collaboration with the Business Administration Department, Ascender, and BRAS focus on the cultural immersion and global engagement.
El grupo seleccionado estuvo compuesto por 10 estudiantes que cursan una carrera de administración de empresas. 5 estudiantes eran de Ascender y 5 estudiantes eran de BRAS. Y todos fueron elegidos a través de un proceso de solicitud.
The itinerary included guided tours, museum visits, business site trips, and interactive classes on Danish education, government, and sustainability. Students also had to complete a reflective cultural project that was presented at ACC's Vision Showcase this May 2025.
Wow, Diana, suena como un curso donde aprendes y te diviertes, como unas vacaciones con propósito educativo, las mejores vacaciones. Qué gran experiencia, seguro fue inolvidable. Y al informarlos de estas noticias, queremos invitarlos a todos ustedes para que vean cómo ACC apoya a los estudiantes para que exploren nuevos horizontes y hasta nuevos países con experiencias de crecimiento inolvidables. No les garantizamos que cada estudiante se vaya a un viaje, ¿verdad? Pero sí les garantizamos que este colegio está aquí para servirlos, para ayudarlos, para apoyarlos. Así que no desaprovechen y exploren las oportunidades que están aquí esperándolos.
Well, talking about fun things to do, one of my favorite things I have done recently is going thrift shopping.
No me invitaste, ¿eh?
I need to, we need to go. And the best part is that there are thrift stores in Austin that are also giving back to the community.
Y consumir de manera responsable es súper importante. Hay muchas maneras de hacerlo para disfrutar y también ayudar al medio ambiente y a la comunidad.
Exactly. For example, Austin Pets Alive Thrift Store supports animal rescue efforts, Austin Habitat Restore helps fund affordable housing, and Hope Family Thrift provides assistance to families in need. Whether you shop, you donate, or volunteer, you'll be able to make a difference while scoring affordable treasures.
Bueno, switching gears a bit in our news, how about we share experience at the newly open Marimbas restaurant we visited a couple weeks ago?
Yes, please share with us, Ale.
Qué rico y qué bonito lugar. Fue un lugar lleno de colores, de tradiciones, olores deliciosos y comida tradicional de Guatemala. Nunca la había probado, me gustó muchísimo. ¿Te gustó?
Yes, of course.
Yo me comí unas flautitas guatemaltecas muy distintas a las mexicanas porque estas tienen un curtido muy rico. Y también me comí un delicioso tamal de pollo que le compartía a Diana porque estaba grandísimo. Pero Diana, cuéntanos, platícanos qué comiste tú.
Well, apart from that,
Comimos bastante.
yes, I had an enchilada, but it wasn't the traditional kind you might be used to. You know, the wrapped up tortilla with salsa y queso. This one was a crispy tortilla layered with lettuce, cabbage, beets, ground beef, egg, onions. You know, I feel like I'm
You're
missing
making me
everything. But it was like a tall pyramid, each layer adding a special, flavor to it. And I felt very full, but I felt energized because of all the, what's it called?
All the condiments.
Yes.
Yeah,
It was very fresh.
Muy, muy rico. Fue una experiencia cultural muy rica, como lo acabo de mencionar, pero también relajante. De verdad puedes ver cómo las dueñas, que son unas hermanas, le pusieron todo su corazón al negocio y ellas mismas nos platicaron cómo cumplieron este sueño que han tenido desde años antes de la pandemia. Y en esa visita pudimos ver cómo les apasiona la hermosa cultura guatemalteca y su cariño se ve reflejado en la preparación de todos los platos. Y también me encantó ver la foto de la mamá, que estaba, de la dueña, en medio del restaurante, que también es una panadería, los invito, es muy rico. Se ve, como les digo, que es un negocio familiar, construido con cariño. La verdad, vayan, hay que apoyar a negocios así.
Yes, and it's amazing to see how each Latin American country brings its own sazon and unique style to, familiar dishes. Each prepared a little differently, yet they're all equally delicious. But as always, Ale and I are always seeking to explore more of Austin's rich culture, so email us at ascender@austincc.edu if you have any recommendations we should check out.
We love eating. Esperamos que hayan disfrutado nuestro news rápido y espero que estén listos porque nuestro siguiente segmento viene cargado de mucha energía. Vamos a mi segmento favorito, Diana, Students in Acción. ¿Vamos, Diana?
Vamos. For this segment of Students in Acción, we're excited to introduce you to Ascender scholar Joshua Gonzalez Moreno. Born in McAllen, Texas, Joshua has lived between McAllen and Manor, bringing his vibrant energy to both communities. Back in high school at IDEA Rumberg, he was not only a cheerleader and choreographer, but also a peer sex educator, always finding ways to get involved and uplift others.
Y hoy continuamos con ese espíritu de orgullo en Ascender. Este estudiante está haciendo una doble carrera en trabajo social y en danza. Joshua recientemente fue aceptado en el programa de honores, un gran logro. Y ya sea que esté en su patio cuidando sus gallinitas, probando las últimas tendencias de maquillaje o viviendo su mejor vida académica, Joshua nos trae pasión, creatividad y un sentido genuino de sí mismo en todo lo que hace. Welcome, Joshua. You have so much to tell us. Muchísimas gracias por estar aquí.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Let's start with your experience with the first question. Let's start with your experience in high school. I know that you were involved in so many activities. Why inspired you to be so active even back then in high school?
Probably what inspired me to be so active in high school was that my mom was always working at the schools we were at, so she was probably my number one motivator to keep me going, to keep me motivated, and to keep doing so much in high school.
What is her name?
Edith Moreno. Hello.
Edith.
Shout out.
Shout out, Edith.
Well, we talked about dance, and it has been a big part of your life. How did you get into dancing?
Well, I probably first got into dancing because my love of music. I love music, all types of music. Play it, I'll probably shimmy a little. So I just love music, and it would be probably Beyonce music videos playing on the iPad and just dancing with them.
I was listening Diva this morning.
Too good, too good.
Dancing is such an excellent way to express yourself. And you mentioned being passionate about choreography. What is the most rewarding part about choreographing a dance? And what do you want audiences to feel when they watch your work?
The most rewarding of a choreography is probably when it's done, the full routine. It's like writing a paper, the beginning, the middle, and the end. I just think when you have it complete, that's the most rewarding part
On
of
the
it.
final product.
Yes.
So let's talk about Ascender and your experience. You're now an Ascender scholar, and look at you. We met you, and you were very shy at first, and now an open book. And I love to see your growth. But share about your experience in the program.
My experience with the program is lovely. I loved it. I love being part of Ascender. I loved every single part. Being that we were able to grow personally and professionally, I was thrown into many different opportunities of growth. Yes.
And you won an outstanding
Yes,
Ascender
I did.
award in your stall.
Well, you're willing to take challenges, and I love that. And one of them was having a mentor. You voluntarily,
Yes.
asked for a mentor, like many of our students. How was your experience? Because I know you have a lovely relationship with Maze. Could you share more about it?
Shout out Maze.
Yeah.
She was probably the best option I could have gotten. It was a great experience. She has helped me grow, helped me professionally as well, writing emails. And probably, she's the best I probably could have gotten.
But
Do you have like any advice for a student, like perhaps, they're feeling shy or like this is a new experience for them? What advice will you give them to jump into this experience?
My advice that I'd probably give, keep an open mind. At first, I was not comfortable with her. I did not want to meet with her, but I kept an open mind, and now we're like best friends.
I think that you weren't comfortable at all. I mean, when I met you, you felt like, what is
Yeah.
this?
Yeah.
What I get myself into?
We did a good match. I'm so happy.
Congratulations on being accepted into the honors
Oh,
program.
yes.
Yay. Tell me more about your goals joining this program, and what are your objectives in the honors program?
With joining the honors program, I wanted more. I want more from college, so probably just joining so I can learn new ways to think, new ways to learn, new opportunities to meet people. So that's probably it, yeah.
That's excellent. I mean,
Yes, I mean, that's the goal of Ascender, to empower you to continue with the honors or perhaps studying abroad, joining an organization, student
Ascender,
government,
yes.
anything really. But now with a double major, you have a busy life. What do you do? Do you have any ways for you to stay organized, or what is your plan, in college and all that?
Well, double majoring is definitely difficult. Each major requires so many different classes. And probably one way I stay organized is my OCD. That's probably one way that I'm just always on top of everything. But another one is probably my planner. I plan out my whole month, 2 months behind, and that's how I stay on
you
track.
use like in your Google, or what
I
do you
use paper planner. Paper
Paper
planners,
Good,
and it's
wow.
number one tip: get a cute planner. So that it'll
cute
make
one?
you
I love
it'll
that.
make you want to use it.
Wow, I applaud you for that, because I would think like, oh, he has like everything in his phone, and you are kind of like in some way old school.
If it works, it works. Keep
Yes.
doing that.
Well, I think that you're just an organized person.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, looking ahead, what is your plan? Do you plan on transferring? What's next for Joshua?
Looking ahead, maybe completing my summer courses.
Yeah? Are you taking
that's one
summer
step.
courses?
Yes, I'm taking summer. I don't want no break.
Wow.
And probably just to graduate ACC, get my double majors. That's probably it.
Excellent.
Well, that sounds very exciting, and I want to thank you for taking the time and sharing this with us. So thank you so much.
Yes, thank
Muchísimas
you.
gracias.
Thank you for having me.
Hoy en nuestro segmento En la Comunidad, we are excited to introduce you to two powerhouse fitness professionals who turned their passion into a thriving business in Kyle, Texas. Vamos a conocer a Irma Ávila, originaria de Harlingen y criada aquí en Austin, una entrenadora certificada, group fitness instructor and youth fitness coach. She's been in the fitness world since 2018 and has dedicated her journey to helping others push past their limits and build real lasting change adentro y afuera del gimnasio.
You would also meet Chris Perez, originally from Eagle Pass, who also found his calling in fitness after playing college baseball. He moved to Austin to chase new opportunities and now works alongside Irma as a certified personal trainer and group coach, combining athletic discipline with a passion for long-term wellness. Together, they have built more than just a gym, and you'll hear all about it here.
So you want to have your kettlebell nice and tight right here. Keep those elbows nice and tucked. Keep it on top of the chest. And you want to keep your feet nice and flat on the ground as you're going into your squat.
Elbows tucked in, good, Biff? Yep. And then go ahead and squat. And then coming back up. There you go.
There you go.
So you can give us 10.
Keep those elbows in. There you go.
And then raise the weights up to about lip level right here. And then slowly coming back down.
It's the slow part.
Yeah.
There you go.
Do you feel it in your shoulders?
Feel it? There you go.
One more.
So you're gonna stay low, right? You need to drive your knees all the way through.
No, I don't want to lift peak.
There you go, drive your knees.
Stay on your toes, stay on your toes. There you go.
There you go. There you go.
Hola amigos, we are here today with Irma and Chris from Strength and Endurance Academy, just a few miles away from the Hayes campus. And I first want to start off with you, Irma. You mentioned that you started your journey in 2018.
Yes.
Could you elaborate more on that?
Yeah, so in 2018, I was a trainer at different gyms. And then that's also when I met Chris in 2018 as well. He was my next door neighbor. And then in 2019, that's when I kind of just went on my own. And that's when Strength and Endurance Academy became an LLC. And then that's when I was in my garage.
Oh, okay, so you started off in your garage?
Yes, so we did boot camps in the neighborhood. So Chris being next door as well, like helped me out. He would join me with my little boot camp classes, so yeah.
So what essentially inspired the both of you to actually, you know what, let's take this next step and open up a gym?
The whole gym idea was always Irma, and I'm always gonna give her that credit, you know? So there was one day, long story short, there was one day where she was just like, hey, I kind of want to open, like, I'm gonna look for a warehouse. She kind of just started looking at what she needs to do, what she, permits and LLC she needs to have, and she found a warehouse.
And somebody that I always look up to is my stepdad, and my stepdad has always been a business owner. So I reached out to him ASAP, and I was like, hey, like, is this a good deal? And he was like, yeah, go for it. And I mean, he didn't hesitate. My family has never hesitated in anything in supporting us. It was super small, about 1,200 square feet.
Yeah, it was
and
super small.
Super small, yeah.
Did you have a mentor along the way as well that was in the journey?
Yes. Her name is Jen Limas. Thank you, Jen Limas. So she was a business consultant. And she guided us on what to do. Because again, I just thought all I needed was an LLC and my insurance. After that, I didn't know I need permits for this and that. And
How does it operate? Is it only for adults? Do y'all have like youth programs?
so we do offer classes in open gym Monday through Sunday. We also offer classes, open gym, youth classes, and personal training one-on-one. And then we also rent out the facility to trainers as well that can come train their clients too.
What makes this gym different, and what do you hope people coming here?
Yeah.
So I think, and I feel like a lot of people say this that own a gym, it's the community, right? But now that we actually own our own gym, and like I said, we're going on 5 years now, I feel like it is the community, you know, and it's how you treat your members and your clientele and how you are with them. And to be honest, I mean, you build friendships, you know, throughout. We're bilingual too, so I feel like a lot of Spanish speakers come in and they feel comfortable, which they might not feel comfortable at another place or whatever the case may be, you know, but I feel like that plays a big part in our community here.
And also we did tell ourselves this year as Strength and Endurance Academy, now we want to be more involved in the community outside of the gym, and then do a lot of volunteer work or just connect with people outside, even if Strength and Endurance has to step out and stuff. Yes. So we went to Creedmoor Elementary, and it feels nice because there was actually a lot of Latino parents there and Spanish speakers too. So our goal is to introduce fitness to people that have never done anything active. And to us, fitness too isn't about like having abs and be shredded and stuff like that. It's just to move your body and be healthy. So we're hoping going out to the elementary schools, we can introduce at least something as far as walking, doing little body weight stuff, at least moving 20 to 30 minutes a day.
So you mentioned you have moved multiple times. Will you share how that process was?
Yeah.
Yeah, so throughout the going on 5 years now, we've been fortunate enough to move 3 different times, each time bigger. It kind of is a little bit stressful at times, just, kind of moving from place to place, but I feel like our members throughout the time, they've been really understanding and super supportive throughout the journey. And every move, I think I've mentioned, like, guys, we wouldn't be in this position if it wasn't for y'all. They keep this place going, really, you know?
And I think also it keeps our members excited because it's a bigger gym for them, and it's more equipment for them. So when we move, we got to think about like more equipment, more mats, and more things for them, and we're doing it for them, so.
Well, we have some students who are full-time, perhaps have 2 jobs,
Right.
managing everything, but they also want to stay, fit. They want to take care of themselves. What advice will you offer?
I think it falls back on the discipline, like I was a collegiate athlete for 2 years. There was times where I didn't feel like doing anything. You don't have anybody to tell you what to do at the time, especially if you're like an out-of-town kid or whatever. So I think you really just have to focus and again, have a little bit of discipline, a little bit of motivation to just go to class and get things done, because at the end of the day,
You're investing in
you're
yourself, in
investing
your
in yourself.
future.
Right.
Both ways. Well, is there anything else you would like to share with us?
Oh, yeah, so we recently just started a podcast named El Pumpcast. So if you're on Spotify or YouTube, check us out. We're on there. It's not just about the gym life. It's literally what goes on behind the scenes, how it is being a business owner, what we did probably the week before, what plans we have. And
Yes, and then you can find us on Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, TikTok, and Facebook.
All the platforms. Well, thank you so much for sharing your story with us, Irma, Chris. I appreciate it.
No, thank you
thank
for
you so
having us,
much.
guys.
Thank you.
Muchísimas gracias a Joshua, nuestro estudiante, y en Strength and Endurance por permitirnos aprender de ustedes y nuestra audiencia, todos bien lindos, por ver este episodio con nosotros. Y para cerrar, no se olviden de visitar la página de Ascender, austincc.edu/ascender. Y recuerden que ACC te ayuda a lograr tus sueños, porque en ACC empiezas aquí y llegas lejos.
That's right. Remember that you can watch this show and many others on the ACC TV's broadcast and YouTube channel, and now on the free mobile app. Download the app today at austincc.tv. Thanks for watching. Adios.
Adiós.